this.
You got to treat
I
him
like
like a
it
VIP,
like
you know.
that.
He's a VIP. He's very important in the Nigerian community, really.
Yes, sir.
We started?
You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. That Tivo is a very important person in the Nigerian community. Okay.
That's so.
Yes, we're back on the Loud Podcast.
That's so.
Back again.
It's all about when we would have the opportunity to discuss how important DJs are, because we always bring in artists on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
very
it's the
happy.
first DJ, right?
I'm happy that we have a DJ, and not just a DJ, an amazing DJ,
Yes.
DJ Tivo.
That's
Thank
so.
you.
You know, and on the last episode we talked about Tivo. Yeah,
I saw it now.
yeah. I saw his comment. I saw his comment.
We're bashing him out.
Yeah, God.
So
Well,
let's talk about it now.
Yeah. So Tivo, you know, you watched the last episode, the video, you saw it. We accused you of not promoting yourself as a DJ. So
I think we can't really do much as DJs. I mean, as African DJs, yeah, because there's not very much opportunities for us. You know, like the techno guys and the house music guys. You know, so I think it will just take time.
yeah.
You know, but I'm trying to do a lot of things, but it's gonna come out later.
Okay.
You
So
understand?
so that's you.
That's for
don't-
that.
That's for that. But that's not all. That's not all. On your Instagram.
I know you want to ask more. now.
Yeah, on your Instagram, you have things about, you know, the black community,
Yes, Black life.
Africanism,
Yeah, Africa.
and all of
He
that.
said,
yeah.
I think the last video he said, I was more of a Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
But I'm listening.
Yeah, and like, what's? I mean, we understand that as Africans we should be, you know, proud of our where we come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm thinking, how do you use Instagram? Because you use Instagram that way.
I think a lot of it started from just curiosity, you know, want
Yeah.
to know what's going on, you know. So, and if you can check my Instagram, you can see that I have like 10,000 posts, something like that. I was just so passionate about it, you know. And I think a lot of things people have to know
Yeah.
about what is going on, and because you know, information is very powerful. So
Yeah.
I just put it out there at my own free times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these things didn't start like.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't start.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it started. When
started-
did
Not
it start?
recently.
Yeah,
Not
no,
recently.
Because for
For
me,
10,000 posts. Not recently.
No, I'm talking about the blackist, the Africanism thing. Because for me, I started getting involved in all those things when I listened to Dr. Umar Johnson, and that was like 5 years ago. So
Okay.
I was really deep into those kind of things, and you know how we should embrace our culture and all of that. But at some point, I just fell off. So my question is, like, when did you start like that consciousness? When did it come into you?
I think it's just part of me being myself,
Yeah.
because I'm a very curious person. If I come across new information, I would like to know more.
Yeah.
So I think it's just natural for me.
I feel like DJ is trying to avoid something.
No, I'm not avoiding. I'm just telling
Okay, so
you.
now
you know.
let's still on this topic.
Yeah.
So about like this consciousness, your post and all that. You do it like something that you just like, and but sometimes a lot of things that people do like starts as something that they just like and later turns into something that makes them money. Like a lot of musicians, they just start from like maybe like from church. Maybe DJ, I'm sure maybe you started DJing as fun or something that you just liked, then before it became something that brings money. You don't think like all these posts and this, and you get a lot of like, how would I put it, traffic. Like I watch it, I know that these are the kind of things that you post. A lot of people know that these are the kind of things that I post. You don't see it as something that you could become like a blogger or something.
Okay, you are talking about monetization, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good idea. I've not thought about that, but I think it's a good one. I will think about it.
And also the one that we were talking you for,
But
that you are not posting your pictures,
Yes.
your DJ,
Your
the things,
DJ,
the things that you are doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you're not posting it. Maybe in your stories, and all those ones is just for there's a show today,
Okay.
in club, maybe on Friday, on Thursday.
Actually, I have more on TikTok than
Oh,
Instagram.
okay, so you're more active on
So
TikTok.
if you check my Instagram, you see my TikTok ID there. So
Ah,
if you want to
Okay.
if you want to see more of that, then
Yeah.
you can check my TikTok. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So let's talk about when you started DJing. Was it when you came into Georgia or?
No, it was not in Georgia.
Oh.
Actually, I learned. I mean, you see, that is just natural as well for me. My family, everybody is into music, so. And I started from church actually, so it was, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more than 12 years now. No, more than 13 years now.
um,
13
You
years.
started from playing instruments in church.
Yeah, in church, yeah.
Mm.
The drums.
wow.
So I started from there. More, my brother was a keyboardist, and so it's just something that is we have known from.
What church was that?
It's Christ Apostolic Miracle Assembly Church.
Oh, all this Pentecostal new
Yeah,
church,
yeah, yeah.
new school thing.
New school church.
It's not new school church.
Very long thing.
No,
Pentecostal
you can
church.
just call it CSC.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So
CSC
CSC,
not
CSC is not new.
No,
CSC is
CSC
not
no,
new.
CSC is not Celeb.
No.
CSC.
CS is
CSC Babalola.
CS is OG church now.
OG church. OG church. OG church. You want to call OG church, you
Yes,
call
sir.
CSC.
So you know that
on fire.
it's not be today.
No. I know the pastor of that, blah, 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 but the way they call him, I don't talk one guy.
No. They, say there is CSC like the name, and
Yeah.
there are subordinate churches under
under
that.
it.
So,
The factions.
Yeah.
It's all politics.
So with your music background, do you like do other musical stuff apart from DJ, like maybe production or something?
yeah, I do some matchups, but I've not released those yet. It's just it will come.
Okay, like all this Paul Cleverly stuff.
Yeah, it will come. It will come.
Have you even seen that new Paul Cleverly stuff? Mafa, go man.
Arizona.
Yeah,
I think
Come,
it
one woman
was-
like that.
yeah.
Well, that's not sweet.
Imagine it was in the church. Oh.
Yeah, it was in church.
I
She's
tell
a
you.
minister.
Yeah.
And now a minister. Look at it. It's a positive message now. Mafa, go man.
DJ Tivo is a person of
The
time,
song
man.
is trending now actually.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We
Yeah,
don't have a lot of time.
Uche said one. He was saying importance of Nigerian DJs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You should continue with that topic.
Importance of Nigerian DJs.
DJs in
Georgia.
in Georgia, in the
yeah.
black community. You understand? We should talk about it. That one, we just jump it. Yeah. What are the
Well,
importance of the Nigerian DJs
We know.
in?
Are you
we know
throwing
what
that
the-
question to me?
Yes, I'm throwing the question to like
Okay.
everybody.
On the floor.
Well, there's not very many of us.
Yeah.
So I think we are doing our best for the community of Africans. Not now. It's not even Africans. The Georgians, the Indians, the Arabs, they welcome the music. You understand? So
Yeah.
I think we have done so well for ourselves.
Yeah, but what would you say about people that would criticize you, the DJs in Georgia, and say that you do not play, much of local music? I mean, Africans, Nigerians in Georgia, their music. Because what's popping in the club and out there is, Afrobeat, Whiskey, David Obo, and all these other guys. But the guys like Shizzy,
Yeah.
the AJ, the Kid.
I won't notice.
Yeah, like what's the relationship with them, and how do you see their style of music and the reception in clubs?
Well, man, what can I say? They are doing their best.
Yeah.
It's not easy to first the inspiration, you record, then you try to do videos and promote.
But do you feel
I
like
think
you
they are
support
doing
these
their
guys?
best.
Do you feel like you support these guys?
Well, I would say that we don't. For me personally,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be honest, I don't play much of their song.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
But sometimes, or most of the times, I try to play their songs in more of big shows. You understand?
Oh.
So that's how I do my thing. But sometimes I tell them that, okay, if I'm gonna play your song, just give me like, some time.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna play it when the time is right because I cannot just be jumping from one BPM to another.
Yeah.
So I think I'm doing my best, but we can do more.
Who asked them when I meet Shizzy, I asked him because Shizzy was complaining bitterly, But it was
Really?
not about Tivo, it was about Outie.
No, it was about outing.
It was Outie, yeah.
Yeah.
We all have different relationship with each other, you
Yeah.
know. So I think on my own part, I'm trying my best. So I try to play their songs,
Yeah.
but I think now that there is information out there that we don't play much, so I think we can do best, Yeah, we'll try more. Maybe there are no verse for us.
Yeah, I don't want to go deep into that anymore. Let's talk about what's going on in Nigeria now, though. Seun Kuti slap. The video. When I saw that video, I was kind of happy,
But
Happy?
I thought.
Yeah.
It's not.
More than happy. Yes.
But Seun Kuti don't give the guy 12,500 naira now.
But
J the police.
And I was thinking, 12,500 naira.
many fake news out there, man.
Many fake news.
Yeah, it's that
Fake
vlog
news
talking about.
But the one I saw right now before coming here, like, is they are parading him like criminal. He sat on the floor
No,
with
that
like,
one
many
don't
other
go
people.
safe.
Without the shoes.
No, that was yesterday.
Ah,
That was yesterday.
But why did you say you were happy when you saw the video? Because I was happy for a different reason.
Well, for my own reason, and from the information that I later saw about this stuff, I think the policeman was drunk, and with that, and you trying to, I think he bashed the car.
Yeah.
So, and Femi is someone like he doesn't take stuff like that, especially when you are working for the government and you're drunk and you're driving, So, on my own part, I think he's out of violence is good, but with the law, you can't just do that.
But I feel like Femi,
Seun.
Seun really fucked up. Oh.
For me,
Because
Was
right
slapping the
now,
police.
For me, yeah,
no,
for-
everybody knows if you assault an officer
yes,
on uniform or
yes,
uniform,
no.
it's problem now. Now his family his family does not have a good relationship with the government normally. Now they will need to start calling people in government.
Yeah.
They'll call people to
Of
help him out
course,
now.
no.
You
Yes, I
understand?
But
think
for me,
Baba
then-
Falana is now involved.
Yeah.
But for me, I
Family
want to
start
know.
compromising.
Yeah, I
giving
want to
them too
know,
much
like,
problem,
because for
Jai.
him to slap, fine. He knows that there is video everywhere. You understand? You know everything now. You na person say everybody, people they look up to. Can't slap the policeman. Fine.
Who's looking up to Seun Kuti?
Many people they look up
You
to
mean Peter
him.
P. Square?
Forget. Everybody get their own followers. You understand?
True.
You don't know people that are looking up to you. You understand? So everybody have their own followers.
I know one
You understand?
person.
Well, he's a public figure, so
I know my daughter's looking up to me.
for the,
How many smart people are on Instagram? How many smart Nigerians are on Instagram?
by percentage,
People are online commenting because they don't have a job. If there's a job, you won't be seeing all those comments like that. Really, there's a jobless. Those are jobless Nigerian youths. People write nonsense like Ilda now got the Guinness Book of Record, and that's interesting. I think that's good for Nigeria.
Yeah, that's very, very good.
On
yeah,
Georgian
it's very
news.
good for Nigeria.
I saw it on
Yeah.
Georgian news.
Send on
Really?
Georgia news.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
good.
great. That's great.
Why? Because
Yeah.
it's Georgia. So what?
No,
So what?
We have something positive.
we have something
Yes.
positive.
We have always been representing our Nigerians.
Yeah.
First,
Yeah,
now
everyone.
Rema self get
Yeah,
Guinness Book of
he
Record
cancelled
this month.
India.
Yeah,
No, no.
and he cancel India self. And this Ida now can go break Indian record. You don't understand? So
Without
everything-
smoking Indian hemp.
And
Wow.
Bars.
if I go,
Yeah.
if I go India, I can you know see
Remember in India, that's where he was dancing this Burna Boy.
and Rema shut down India. Oh. Nice
No,
one.
really try though.
No, really
I
try.
heard
Really
an Indian version.
But which Afro like Nigerian musician don't go India like that, don't shut down India.
Whiskey now. To
Yeah,
that
whiskey,
wedding.
whiskey,
The
that way.
wedding, yeah.
But now where the
That
whiskey
one,
go? Now
It's
where the
not-
whiskey do?
Not to
You know,
that,
Rema
not to that capacity. Like
not the
Rema.
show, not the
No.
show.
Rema is quite popular in India because
No,
it sounds like India. So they have been rocking with Rema like for a very, very long time, even before this calm down. You
No,
understand?
the turn up was bad, man.
Man, the turn up was bad though. I must see people. Man.
I had one Indian version of Calm Down. I feel like Rema should just feature, like they should do like an Indian remix. If
And it will make sense, too.
I swear
tell
that stuff, the Indian version I had, it was on Instagram. It was mad. Like Rema they should just push it, or they can do a mashup. Rema should just sing the beginning.
Their biggest
Calm
artist.
down.
Their biggest artist.
A very good
guys
idea.
do am.
It
Yeah.
will make sense.
Now their biggest artists will get the highest follower guys do that level with that.
And I was watching Kiss Daniel's new video, Shupe. He shot it in Senegal.
And
Yeah.
people were talking about the song that it's not really that of that Kizania that we know. You know.
No,
Maybe he's changing
no,
his sound.
I don't think so. I think it's a
No,
good song.
I saw comments.
Is he changing his sound?
No,
No, they-
No,
it's
it's
not.
not about the sound. It's
I never
just
heard the
like
song.
it's not that heavy like when Cough came
Buga.
out
Uh-huh.
and Buga, you know.
Yeah, but he's tried now. He brought out Cough and Bugan. And he's had a good one.
People are just putting
That-
pressure on
He-
him.
But the video-
Kiss Daniel no get
Well,
bad
people will
song,
always say
bro.
something. Yeah.
But the video, when I watched the video, was yesterday. What came to my mind is that Kiss Daniel is trying to take over a part of Africa market. Because why is the Nigerian artist shooting a video in Senegal? And remember when he had this controversy, he was touring Africa.
This guy too.
So he's trying. I think he's targeting African countries now. That's where his niche audience is, as well as Nigeria as well. But that's why he shot the video in Senegal.
Maybe, but
That's
you
what came
know-
to my mind. First thing, like
But
this
you
guy.
know about this yoga too. Where did he shoot the video? I think in Senegal also.
Does
Yeah,
not
yoga,
really
yoga.
matter. It depends
Yeah,
on how you
but-
want to present the video. You understand?
What I'm saying is that we've seen videos shot in Nigeria, and these videos shot in Nigeria have better, background. They're better. But in Senegal, look at it, it's not like big deals. Like not civilized. Like
If it's
no be
true-
fine place. No be
in
fine
Senegal,
place. So
there are
why
some
you shooting?
areas-
I don't
and
say
maybe the place is short,
no,
there's
we
some
must
areas
make
in
it be
Senegal
fine
that's fine,
place.
sha.
It's what you are trying to tell people in that video that really matters now. It's not about fine place. You
But
understand?
it's good. If he's trying to like target some African countries,
Yeah.
it's good because there are some artists like people. It's not like they don't like them in Nigeria, but if you release song like this, now those francophone countries.
Nah, Yemi Alade now.
Thank you.
Yemi Alade.
Yeah, him like-
Yemi Alade now get francophone
Francophone Africa.
They like her like
Even for
anything,
France, even in France,
And,
and our song they enter like almost like
They enter their
like
chart.
top 10
Yeah,
chart.
they enter their
Even
chart.
like more than for Niger.
No,
Yeah, of
Yemi
course,
Alade now get that.
Now she get her.
Now
Okay.
Yemi Alade
So
get
if
am.
he's targeting all those places, it's good. Even all those Portuguese
Like
countries,
this Niniola now. Niniola no popular well for Nigeria now. But go Angola, go South
No
Africa.
lie. She said we sing like
Go Angola, go South Africa. Now house
Yemi Alade,
music now.
yeah.
Now house music. But she can't put her on as house music. But go Angola,
Yeah.
go South Africa. Now queen of house music they call her now.
They try Nini
Niniola.
Day.
Let's talk about this tweet by a guy named Prince John. He posted something I think it's a very big question. It's like Dangote says Nigeria is good.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Broke
me
people
too.
say Nigeria is not good.
Yes. That
Who are you going to believe?
I believe Dangote, bro. Because me too.
Let me read out the
I read
part of the
that
tweet.
tweet. I read that tweet. I read that tweet, and I thought of it. Nigeria is
It
good.
was really thoughtful. Like,
Yeah.
he said broke people are trying to escape from a country, but some people are making plans to prosper in the same country. A wise person should think twice before following the crowd of broke people. Broke people say Nigeria is bad. Dangote says it is good. Who do you believe? Big question. Who do you believe?
You can't believe both of them now. It has to be what works for you. Number one, first of all, if it's me, like to make this the statement more challenging, you have to remove Dangote and put maybe one of these bank CEOs.
Otedola said it's good too.
Remove Otedola.
Otedola said Nigeria is good.
Yeah.
But me, I'm
Otedola
saying like
says
for the statement to be more challenging for me, me I can quickly cancel this statement like this now with just one sentence.
Cancel it. Let me see how you try to cancel
Okay,
it.
so Dangote now is making money from the advantage, from the monopoly of the politicians. Otedola the same thing. Most of all these guys. So if it's someone like
let's leave politics alone.
You can't
all
leave
these
it alone
all these
now.
people have their own money too.
See,
Dangote father is rich. Dangote father is
yeah,
rich.
whether his father is rich or
yes.
not, him having
Dan Tata is rich. Dan Tata
grandparents money go finish now.
Finish where? From
Where
where?
finish waiting?
See,
Dan Tata
that
family,
when you
one
have
of the
monopoly,
richest family
when you
in
have
Nigeria,
monopoly
what
of
are you
supplying
saying?
cement and
Yeah.
other things to
Why are you
people
say, why are you
for
talking
40
like
years.
You're canceling like let's eliminate Dangote and these rich guys. I even thought you would bring in someone like
No,
okay,
I'm for my,
Cubana chief priest is in
that?
Nigeria.
Yes, all these
No.
people are making their money in Nigeria, bro.
but-
What are you canceling?
Yeah.
If you have money, bro, let me tell you something. If you have money, you know, yes, there is money in
Yeah.
Nigeria. There is lot of money in Nigeria.
But that Dangote,
If you ask me-
you
okay,
can't.
leave Dangote alone.
Yeah,
that's
Dangote.
what-
Leave
that's what I'm saying.
If you
That
ask me-
Dangote alone.
if you ask
for
me,
Dangote, if using Dangote as
it's
example,
seeing opportunity where other people see, problems. It's just the perception. Dangote is seeing opportunity. Those who want to leave or who think Nigeria is bad
Yeah.
are only looking it from the angle of problem. Some people are seeing opportunity. There are white people moving to Nigeria now.
Yes, now.
White people moving
If
to
you
Ghana.
go to Nigeria
they see
now,
opportunity there.
If you
so
go to
that's why they're
Nigeria now,
coming,
you see
know?
the amount of white people
Oh.
you see
In Nigeria.
in
Yeah,
Nigeria
you'll
in
be surprised,
ShopRite, bro. You'll be
Yeah,
surprised. You'll be. I say
You'll be surprised.
ShopRite. I say ShopRite.
China.
You'll be surprised. You understand?
Yeah.
The amount of white people in Nigeria now as the population of white people now
yeah,
in
it's
Nigeria
business. They are seeing business.
is large. Not
But
like
me,
before
I'm not
anymore.
against. I'm not against the statement.
So if
I'm
there
just
is-
against
if
the
there is no
Dangote.
money, if
Who
there is
me I
no
had
money
in my
Nigeria, why are
mind
they
was
coming
like
inside the
like I
country?
said, the bank CEOs. A lot of all these bankers, they started
you're
from
taking-
they started
taking-
from scratch, maybe working in a bank
Okay.
or something before they
Aki
became
is
CEO.
taking it too.
Okay.
You are stressing on it.
You're not paying attention to the message. You're attacking the
Okay.
messenger.
Yes.
The message
And
is
you
that
should realize that it's a question.
yeah.
Yeah,
The message is that there are opportunities in Nigeria that a lot of us are not seeing.
Seeing it.
That's
Yeah.
the message. Forget
But
about whether you mention Dangote or
this
not.
kind
There
of
are
state,
many
the guy already
things, bro.
made the guy made a conclusion statement. I saw this stuff before and I was like, so he accused broke people of. Read the last part of the statement.
Broke people say Nigeria is bad.
Then it's the last part. So don't look at broke people before you leave the country, something like that.
Okay, a wise person should think twice before following the crowd of broke people.
So
Yeah.
the guy already made a conclusion on that statement. Who made a lot of broke people to be in Nigeria is the government. Made a lot of people to be broke in Nigeria. There are a lot of people doing well when the government policies is not working for them anymore, and they become broke. And now they become broke now. The things that they know how to do, maybe the jobs that they learned or they lost, they couldn't find it again in Nigeria, and they decide to go and find it somewhere else. So again, that's another thing. The statement, the guy is a tricky statement. Is a good argument, but there's a conclusion also in that statement. So people like Dangote now, that he has monopoly over a lot of things in Nigeria, even a lot of big business. You mentioned Otedola. Yes, people like Chief Priest, Cubana Chief Priest, and a lot of other businessmen that are
Okay,
not with the
I'm sorry to
government.
cut you short.
Yes, they find opportunity and they worked hard for it.
That's
So
another view.
yeah, you can have opportunity.
Before Dangote started enjoying this monopoly, was he not a struggling young man that built his business to that level?
No, he never struggled. He said it himself. He never struggled. Shebi they talk am in papa and grandfather. Dan Tata.
Again,
His
What
father
of
was the
Elumelu?
richest.
What of Elumelu?
That Dan Tata was the richest man in.
You are removing out a very
So
important
that's why
part
me,
of their
who
life.
me I wanted to mention was Elumelu. Like I said, the bankers, this bank CEOs. Yes, if you mention the bank CEOs, I will agree with you.
But they've
because
said the same
they look
thing
for
now.
opportunity. Yeah, they will say the same thing now.
They have said
but
the
that's
same
why I
thing.
said you first of all remove like the Dangote.
I don't know why you're removing Dangote.
You know, we remove Dangote.
And
even the bankers have good. The bankers have good.
All these people. Let's put
The
all
bankers
these
have
people we know on
business
social
with the
media
government
that
now.
are making their money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can mention Cubana.
Wait. No, all this one you are saying about Elume, all these people are too big. You understand? Let's talk about people that we are seeing on Instagram, on social media, that they are making their money in Nigeria. Talk about that one.
Yes, so all those ones now, they found an opportunity. They invested in something. They have an idea. But it's not everybody's idea that is going to work.
You're talking like is everybody that traveled that jackpot that like
Make
No,
money.
that are
yeah,
making
yeah.
it.
No, I'm not even supporting that. The people.
No,
to
you sound like
jackpot.
you're supporting it now.
No, I'm not.
No, that's
I'm
what
not
you sound like. You
No,
sound
I'm
like
not
you're
supporting
supporting
it.
Yes, you are supporting.
What me I'm
Jackpot.
against is that guys the way he constructed the statement is not 50-50. You understand? The statement is constructed in a way to like to shade people
It's not to shade.
to
It's
shade
not to
people
shade.
that
That's how you
like
take
people
it.
that don't have money that are thinking of like how will I put it of greener pastures somewhere else.
You said
you-
people
you-
that don't have money that are thinking of greener pasture. Does it cost $1
Yeah.
to travel?
Yeah.
Does it cost $1
No,
to
it doesn't cost
travel?
$1 to
Yeah,
travel.
okay,
But the
wait,
thing
wait.
is,
You know,
a lot
people
of people that are
people
I,
traveling.
are
want to tell
selling-
you. I want to tell you
Yeah,
something.
speak, please.
I want to tell you about somebody I know. We won't go UK. They tell this person pay £11,000. £11,000 na small money.
That's small money.
No, no be small money.
Why you dey talk like
But
this now?
also, what me I want to say is a lot of people,
No be
a lot of people
poor,
that
no
are
be-
considering
no be-
traveling,
no be
they have
poor people
tried
dey
and
travel.
ventured. They have, yes, I know they have tried and ventured in some
Tried and
kind-
ventured into what?
in some other things in Nigeria that
How
they,
do you
they
know?
feel that
How
they
do you
can
know?
How do you know?
Because traveling no be beans now.
Bro, everybody I know that is spending 13,000 that is going to UK now, they've not tried shit. I know a lot of them. They've not tried
You know how many
anything in
people-
Nigeria.
Some
They've not
people
tried
dey-
anything.
They sell their own businesses wey
Sell
they get.
sell
They
houses
sell
now.
their
Their
businesses, they
properties.
sell their properties, they travel. Akin, now wetin I know na person wey I know. Now I mean I bet
Even family money,
£13,000.
family land.
Wetin happen to travel?
Yes,
Easy,
no.
easy. E dey easy
No.
to get £13,000. So how you talking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this now?
To go to
£13,000.
I'm always also against people that just travel without plans. I know a lot of people like that also in Nigeria. But going back to this statement, like he said, it's just like generalize everything,
Do you
everybody
think there is
on
anyone
that
that will
broke
leave
people.
the shores of Nigeria and traveled overseas without a plan?
There's a lot. I know. There are some people that they just believe that immediately reach that place like this.
It's not
Say
that
everything
they
will
don't
be
have
good.
plans, but sometimes it wouldn't work, you know. And
Yes,
you
now
think
it
that-
won't work now. When they get like, I know one of my friends back then in Nigeria, he went to Russia. All that is in mind that if I don't reach there, that blah blah blah, I will
you
do
plug
one,
money for tree.
one or two things. He had one uncle where he say he not even get in good relationship with.
Hmm.
Even before he leave Nigeria, I think say he go dey beg am for there. He told me that he was there for like 6 months, and he wasn't even in like Russian capital.
So what's his plan?
Krasnodar. He left now.
What's his plan?
He no get plan.
You don't get plan.
Again,
So that's why I'm telling you that a lot of people travel without plan. But this stuff now, this statement is like it's constructed in a way to like how would I put it, to mentally like push people into one direction. It's not an open debate. Like the way the statement is constructed. So that's just what I'm saying, Sha.
But that's how you see it. And that's a wrong way to interpret the statement. Really, really wrong way.
I'm not people make businesses in Nigeria. Me, I feel
people,
like
people are making, not people make business, people
Yes,
are
now-
making billions
yes now
in
me, I-
Nigeria
yeah,
every
yeah.
day. You understand? There's
Look at
money in
this
Nigeria
guy,
now.
Sam. There's
Go
this-
to
there's
computer
one guy.
village.
You know what many of these guys are now doing? It's this crypto stuff.
Yeah.
You can sell your, you can buy your Go TV and all that. The software part is what they are even doing now.
yeah, tech. Yeah.
The tech part, and you think they are not making millions like every month.
Yes,
They are
no.
making millions.
Look at this guy. There's this guy.
So if you see the opportunity, you understand.
Yeah.
Don't look at the problem.
Because
So
everybody's
that's
just
also-
the only problem is everybody's looking at security and maybe electricity. I mean, for
Those are
security, I
very
feel
crucial,
like
factors.
we as Nigerians, we need to sit up really. If we start acting right, as a people, as a community, our police officers, these law enforcement guys, they will act right.
Nah,
We're
so-
not acting right at all. We're not,
And
we're
then
not
you have
acting
to
right.
Yes,
you have
no
to
be-
look
no be
at
lie.
you have to look at
The government will be forced to sit
institution
up.
itself. I mean, the police schools are not, they are in very bad shape, and they are not well paid. In fact, a guy was a police officer, and he said he was posted to another state, and there was no accommodation provided or anything. So you expect that policeman now to go on the road. He has to stop you to have some change with him, So there are no provisions to take care of them.
Yeah.
So
If
that's
you-
what
If you go to police
happens to
barrack,
a lot of these things.
if
that
you go to
happen now.
police
Very bad,
barrack,
very bad.
Very
Police
bad,
will
though.
be like, where pig
It-
they
it-
stay?
Pig just small now.
Where pig they stay? Very smelling.
Wild
very,
pigs.
Very
Don't make
smelling
sense,
place.
What do you guys think about the dating? The dating in Nigeria now is crazy. You see women.
Hook up.
Tinder.
It's like it's hook up that is the Nigerian dating now. No be.
Now, hook up,
I
Hook
have
dating now,
I
hook up.
have boyfriend, but I still get like hook up.
Hookups,
That's
yeah.
what's up now, man.
I have a boyfriend.
So if
Hook
you are
up-
thinking
hook up
about
deal.
love now,
Is it
it's
Tinder?
very
Is it
hard.
on Tinder?
Tinder?
Yeah.
No, hook up is like, you know,
Like where do you find
Olo
girls
show
for hook
proper
up?
normally,
Nah, Olo show
but you get
now.
class.
Olosho give way get class.
Where,
Now
where,
hook up.
where do you find them?
They get sites where they go now.
Yeah.
You get even meet some for club.
even chat
For
group
clubs.
chat, WhatsApp
For clubs,
chat.
yes now. You go meet for club. They get group chat. All those
Oh,
group
that's like
chats.
your girlfriend
You know,
fucking some
you
guy.
know,
Yes,
but
nah.
Ah,
but it's also, you know,
And hook up.
this
No,
guy-
I
they,
never-
they'll pay you. You know,
And now
Man,
for Nigeria again.
it's a big accusation. You mean like
what do you mean by accusation? These are facts.
so many hookups. Some girls will be writing on Instagram like this, all the Nigerian girls.
She has a boyfriend, but
They have boyfriend, but hook up is
You know?
is allowed.
let's clarify it. They need money,
yes.
And now
and they tell you they give you invoice, so they tell you the amount.
You will know the connect.
you know how it be.
You know how to get her.
You will know the amount where you go pay. Now hook up, now transfer now.
It's not even about me. I don't even see
Ina
it
go
as a, I
knack
don't see it
now.
as they
So I
need
can-
money.
I
I see
can-
it as a job.
I can
I
see
see it
Na
as a
job,
job.
oh,
It's
na
not. They are
job.
not hungry.
Hustle,
oh.
hustle.
They are not
I
hungry.
can,
Yes,
I can see a
no.
hot girl on Instagram now and chat with her. And she
Yes,
like,
now if you go gree hook up, if you go
Yes,
green and
no.
go hook
Go
up,
on, go on private.
Eh,
Yeah.
now.
You don't even need to go
That
and
the
look for
ones they are
sites.
doing
Go
now
and remove
with,
your.
with some celebrity in Nigeria, it's hook up, but high class hook up. The female celebrity, you write her, maybe you are in Georgia or you are in Dublin.
yeah.
You tell her to meet you in Dubai.
Yeah, nah.
You get the ticket. It's hook up. You tell her how much you want to pay her.
All these ones of site or whatever. Just go and like go to Facebook or Instagram, remove your whatever from private so that everybody can be able to message you.
Yeah.
Go and comment, or maybe it's today not post
Yeah.
or in
Yeah.
Facebook, all these popular this
Yeah.
thing. You see the amount of Nigerian girls
Hookups.
that will send you message.
message.
That
Just
if you
drop
drop like
make-
I need a girl. Or
No,
something.
No.
just normal comments. Like, comment on
Comments.
what is happening on the video.
Eh, nah.
And immediately click, they will be the one that they will go and click your profile. They
Check
just
your
say you know
profile.
do Naija like this. Fresh boy.
Fresh boy.
You see
Eh.
like almost like 50
Eh.
requests.
Your DM go to
Come on, I don't know
Stand
this is
up.
happening.
Oh.
it's hook up, bro.
Before you know it, they start to
Profile.
tell you story,
High
blah
class.
blah blah. I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Nah,
It's
still
today,
hook up.
today when you see me, now you break up with your boyfriend.
Hook up on Lona in Jama go.
Yes, no.
Yeah. But
Solo show more.
Solution more.
Now all of them.
What they do like they do now? Why get like Jackers so they wear bra?
No.
Nigerian
No
girls
be
no dey
no
wear
be
bra.
no be only Nigerian girls. No, some girls don't like to dey wear bra.
some girls with small
You
boobs.
see
no dey
these
wear bra.
modern girls.
These modern girls right now, they
Everything
don't
is
like to
out
wear
of
bra.
out
Yeah.
of control, you know.
They will say it's not comfortable for them
Yes,
like that.
no.
So when it's not comfortable for you, I want to wear. I
And
won't wear a pants
even medical itself, like they are not supposed to be like wearing like bra constantly for long.
And
It's
I
not-
think
not
the
good.
silicone in the bra, some bra are not really even good for breast. So like that. So
There was some video one time that the woman opened the bra with blade, and she found some chemicals
yeah,
inside.
they're like some
And
silicone.
it was discovered that those are cancer causing stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything causes cancer these days, man.
Yeah,
Everything, even lights, studio lights, everything.
Eh,
And camera lights. There was
Yeah.
one time celebrities in the US were just dying anyhow. It was like it's those paparazzi lights that they're always snapping at them that causes cancer. Yeah. We don't know anything as human beings. We don't know anything. We just find excuses. We find excuses for things.
oh, so what's the next topic?
Well, we're having a problem with identity crisis now. You know, people are finding it hard for them to identify themselves. You see boys saying they're not sure if, or adults. Most of the time, it's adults telling kids that, telling parents that they shouldn't dress their child in a particular way because the child, they're not sure if the child wants to identify as a male
or a
female or a goat.
But that's not in Nigeria, shall
No, not in Nigeria.
It will come to Nigeria.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming to Nigeria. It's not
Nigeria
even-
is a developing country.
If we borrow
Everything is
enough money
coming.
from IMF, they'll give us that.
Everything is coming.
Yes.
want-
Tivo said IMF.
IMF. If they give us money, yes.
They will give us.
Tivo,
what
that's
they
some
want from us,
conspiracy theory there.
yeah. Really?
Yeah. If we borrow enough money from IMF.
Ah,
They will accept it.
this woman, what's her name? The vice president of United States. I mean,
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. She went to Ghana and they proposed that there should be this LGBT stuff in Ghana.
And they accepted.
No, the government cannot come to the people and tell them, okay, this, we accept it, but there are flags everywhere and all that.
Okay. And their president has been like hardly against.
And
LGBT
I
stuff.
think he just
You just have to accept.
he's one of the leaders in Africa that still reminds us of, our colonial past. They are betraying us like with these policies that they bring from Europe and US.
But I thought it was doing a good thing with the America to Ghana movement.
Return. Yeah, that's
With
why.
that, and so we should have this stuff. This
But another thing is like what people don't used to
Uganda rejected it.
say. Yeah, Uganda rejected.
Why is Ghana not doing?
But
the same?
wait, so me, I want to ask something. Like I've seen like in history and everything. Like people always talk as if like LGBT stuff never existed in Africa before. But it has been documented in history. All human beings are human beings.
Who told that history you're talking about? Who told
African
the history?
people.
African people told the
African
history.
Yeah, like
No.
yeah. It
It's
has
like-
been documented. In history.
Okay, see this new series they put on what's his name on Netflix. This Cleopatra story.
Yeah, Cleopatra.
They sue them go court now. They say why they no use white black
person.
person. They say why they no use black person. See na white person they use.
No, be white
No,
person.
no, be white.
Now
person.
white person they use. Now makeup.
It has always been like that.
Makeup.
Even
Na
if
makeup.
you don't see how they project
No.
Egypt.
What me I heard
It's
was
always
it was
white now.
Egyptians that were suing that Egyptians are not
Yeah.
black.
I
That
got
they
the
use
fake
black
news.
person.
Fake
No
news.
black person. Also, it mean
No, I've watched it now. I was watching it yesterday.
I watched the story now. I know. If
That woman
before
is
the
black.
before the series just came outside now. How many?
Maybe now
days?
old one you watch with
No,
them,
I
many
know what
Cleopatra.
they talk.
The ladies
Yeah,
black.
there are a lot.
They sue them go
There's a lot
court.
of
They
Cleopatra
sue them go
movies.
court. This Netflix one, it came out maybe 2 or 3 days ago. It's
Well,
new one
it
now.
wasn't for using a white woman. It was for
I
using a
saw-
black woman.
Yeah, it was
For representing her as a black person.
Yeah.
That's why they sued them to.
Maybe
Nah.
like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah,
Sha.
Egypt themselves, now ain't go sue them.
See now Egyptians.
Now Egyptians themselves go sue them.
No be Egyptians.
That's what me I
Egypt
heard,
is it's an African
Not
black
Egyptians.
civilization.
Yeah, but
No
the modern
doubt.
the modern Egypt is not
You
a black
understand?
civilization.
There's no doubt about it. But there were phases of invasions,
Yeah.
like the Greece, like the Arabs. So that's what it reflects today. We have more of white skins there.
Yeah.
But there are black Egyptians,
Egyptians,
there.
yeah.
Initially, it was called Kemet anyway. So it's African, bro. They can't take that from us.
Yeah, they wish they can.
It's one of those things that created a lot of what we now have as black and white. They whitewash everything. Yeah.
As far back as the pyramid, breaking the nose of the pyramid.
In fact, there were records of paintings, black paintings, being changed to white in Egypt. So it has always been like that. So we as Africans need to know the fact.
Yeah.
We can't just go about their stuff, but we know the truth.
What me
Did
I
you guys see one during Easter period when they were doing this Orthodox Easter? When Putin brought out one
Yes, now from a goat case.
Jesus, you see the
And
color.
it's
of
black.
It was black.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
like the real sacred one
Yes. You
in all
didn't see it.
the
You didn't see it.
No, I didn't
Bro,
see it.
do some research, bro. Go to a lot of
that kind of one now, that one that is
Catholics
with
and all that
like will be-
around the world.
it's
Yeah.
sacred though.
You will,
Yeah, now.
you will
very
find
well
this black,
protected.
They protect them,
Mary,
eh.
black Jesus, and all that.
They protect
You
them.
you will find it there.
They protect them. You see how you put in the opener like
You open up.
black.
Or isn't
black-
that because Putin is Putin?
Eh?
Isn't that because Putin
No, it's
is
not
like-
Putin is Putin now.
Warmonger.
It's not, no. Putin is Putin, yes. Number one, Putin is Putin. And what Putin will like, we say one show, you want televise them, it's something very, very important.
Yeah.
You
There's
understand?
a lot
So,
they know about Africa that even Africans don't know about themselves. You know?
not so many stories.
Yeah. If you want to rule the world, you have to first conquer Africa because that is where the resources are, and that is why they don't want Africa to grow. That's just it.
But you know what? You know what I think. Honestly, I think that if we allow ourselves to be, you know, immersed in all this idea. I mean, these things have happened, but I think it's time to move on.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
You know?
time to move on.
But part of
it's still
moving off
happening.
is acknowledging that there was a mistake, that there were things that happened,
Yeah.
you know, that make things happen today.
And
You
also
understand?
some-
Africans are moving on.
but
course.
the stores
They
are
moved on
still
already.
they are still stylishly happening. So that's why it's hard to move on.
It's
Some
not
of
hard
these-
to
some
move
of
on.
these
Africans are
policies-
moving on.
Yeah, they are moving on, but they are still using these policies like against African governments,
What
against the
policies?
African people. Like for example, now more than half of the African government is still being like influenced by the
Yeah,
by the
now we
Euro- by
have
the
become
Europeans.
puppets to Western world.
So
Yeah.
if they are the
Of course.
ones that are still putting like the government there, or they support a bad government that they know that will scatter the country, I will not let the country like grow. They are always in support of things like that. So
But that's politics now. That's not
No,
like
it-
washing. It's politics. It's,
no, but
a
it's their
different thing.
influence. They don't.
I feel
want-
like it's a different thing because
It's
what
politics.
we're talking about is the whitewashing. That's historical
Yeah, historical.
changing it. But now you're talking politics.
No,
now.
that one is.
Yeah, it's
what Akin
politics.
is saying is politics. It's different politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's politics also, but like what we are saying now is
They will
like
not- they
if
will not-
Africans are moving on, that means they are gaining their power. They want to stand alone. These people now they want Africans to be independent.
Dependent.
You understand? So if there are still problems in Africa and all those things, they will still continue to be ruling now.
And now, so they
So-
can sell weapons now. It's politics and business. So they can sell weapons. Also, they can sell whatever vaccine they have or something.
Yeah, but
it's
now
politics.
their own now there is European, or we can say the white union, European, America, and all these people.
Yeah.
They are not doing this against each other.
Actually, at this stage,
You
I think
understand?
our leaders, we know the problem.
Yeah.
And by choice, we have choose to remain puppets. If you want to stop, I mean, if Africa want to really be independent on their own,
Yeah.
come on, throw these policies away. That is what is keeping us down. The same thing we see them do,
Yeah.
we should emulate that, the good ones, and that's it. But we can't do that because we still, receive the dollars, and the leaders are just.
So now,
doing
the,
what
the,
they want, you know?
why our leaders, the bad leaders now, why they do whatever they want and they know that they don't have, nothing can happen to them. They know when they go to abroad, anywhere, these people are supporting them. They will just like come camouflage on the news that and report something bad. But they are supporting them because they want these countries to be bad. There was a time that under Jonathan, like Jonathan made a lot of prophecies, even though his administration wasn't perfect. Under Jonathan, there was a like Nigerian economy, a lot of things
Still
was
one of
growing.
the best, actually.
It was growing. There was a prediction that like in the next 5 or 10 years, that the way the Nigerian economy was growing, like to get to some like certain stage, that they were predicting like very, very good things. So all of a sudden during that election, Jonathan was like, this like what is happening? Like vice president America, I think Obama came to Ghana, like it was like no. Like that was one of the reasons that he even didn't even try like any stuff, like maybe like to force himself to win that election. Like it was like that instead of him to do this, like a lot of things like were involved. He was scared basically. And
You
they
know,
knew.
America, I mean,
They knew. No matter what, you can't tell me that these people, like, they predicted that if Buhari will enter, like, ahead of they predicted the damages that will happen. But they still went on and like supported like Buhari to enter. They actually supported Buhari. Why? Waiting Buhari do for them. Nothing now. They know Buhari before.
Well, we all supported Buhari.
Yeah, but they also had
I
influence.
remember I was counting. I was in the university library.
I supported him too.
I was in
Yeah,
the
everybody
library.
wanted
I was
a
in the
change.
library. I had a full cap with me. I was writing the numbers of votes. I was writing those numbers, or the entire state. I was writing. That's why I supported Buhari. But right now, like,
You know, it was.
No,
I think
a lot of people supported him. Like,
what they told
me
to us
too then.
then was
just change.
the issue of Boko Haram, and
Yeah.
it was so heavy
Yeah.
and it was too much.
yeah.
And we thought that, okay, Buhari is a general, he will be able to handle stuff, and people just bought into it. And
But I think right now we're smarter.
well, we're not smart. Which smart?
We're
No, when
smarter.
election reach now, they will change everything.
We better blow him.
We're not smart.
we-
anything, bro.
ABC don't enter, ABC don't enter.
Balablu
be that.
was too powerful for us. It was too powerful for us. It was Jonathan. Like, yeah. But anyways, before we round up, DJ Tivo, I'd like to put you on the spot. I want to ask this very simple question: who's the hottest artist in Georgia?
A music artist.
Yeah, music artist.
Ha, come on, man. Come on, man. Well,
Shake the table.
Shake
I think we are, like I said before, we are all
Yeah.
doing well. You know, in our little capacity, I think we are doing well.
Yeah.
But everybody's doing,
political answer.
you know.
have you seen a DJ in Georgia that's better than you?
You know, for me as a DJ,
Yeah.
if I see someone who's really good at what he does,
Yeah.
I will be forced to, even if I don't know you, I'll be forced to come and appreciate you. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my best, and everybody's doing their thing. I don't want to really talk about that.
So, do you consider yourself the best DJ in Tbilisi?
It's not about being the best. You know, it's not about being the best. But if people appreciate you, it's about the fans.
Yeah.
You know, it's about the people who are listening to the craft. You know, so
Yeah, and I think people really appreciate DJ Tivo, and that's why on his stories, what you see is time. DJ Tivo is
No,
performing his
no,
time.
man, I
He's
like-
working with time.
I like
It's
something. Let
it's
me
time.
compliment